I'm here recording this because I want to talk about something that's really, really important to me. Um, it's not going to be the same as a lot of other people's video responses especially, but I get a lot of judgment for being with a woman. It's not really hate, I'll give them that, but I'm not actually condemned or anything. I'm not actually condemned or anything, which is great, I suppose. But they question my sexuality a lot, as though they know it better than I do. Um, as though I'll just change my mind one day and be with a man, even though I really love my girlfriend. And people think that just because I'm young, just because we're young, and at the time I'm recording this, I'm only 20 years old, I'll keep in mind, yeah. But they think that I'll change my quote-unquote preferences. That I'll love a man instead just because I've dated men in the past, and they ended for a very good reason. Another thing that they say is that bisexuality doesn't exist. That eventually I'll have to come and label myself as lesbian or straight, because one day I'll have that quote-unquote preference over one or the other. My own girlfriend is treated the same way, as though what we have isn't real. I know I'm not conventionally attractive or anything. I'm not like those models in magazines. Not that that's necessarily a bad thing, if you are. I'm fat, I have skin blemishes, as you can see. I got freckles, my hair is red. My toes sort of look like E.T.'s fingers. And my girlfriend is a lot more attractive than me. She's thinner, she's got brunette hair, but the thing is, that doesn't really matter. What a lot of people focus on, rather than we're attracted to one another, is that we are both women. And we're together, and we're quote-unquote bisexual. And the only thing that matters to a lot of people that would make us right or a cute couple is if one of us were a man. But that's not true. And here's the thing, this is for everyone, regardless of what you look like, regardless of what type of relationship you're in, whether or not you're lesbian or gay or straight or fat, thin. It doesn't matter, no matter what. When it comes to love, real, actual love, the person you're with loves you because they find you beautiful or handsome on the outside, and they're also in love with your personality. They love you for both who you are on the outside and who you are on the inside. It's not really one or the other, it's both. They love you because they share some similar interests. Not everyone's going to have the same interests with someone that they love, but for some people, they hold very similar interests. For example, girlfriend and I write together, and she's inspired me to write some of the greatest things I've ever written, and she's a very good motivation for me. We make each other laugh. We've taken time to get to know each other. Once, on our way home, we got lost and found ourselves in Toronto. And I was fumbling over her iPhone's GPS. I don't have an iPhone. And I couldn't give proper directions. And she just laughed at me. And later she came out and said that she wanted to be with me. And she was able to get past the fact that I'm a one woman, under the realization that if I were man, she wouldn't hesitate to date me at all. And to those of you who feel insecure about your relationships because of what other people are saying, don't listen to them. Don't let the idea that the person you're with doesn't love you because of the way you look. Because they do. Just because you're not what society calls beautiful, it doesn't mean that you're not. Just because you don't fit into society's idea of ideal love doesn't mean that you don't. Don't let the idea that someone is with you for your personality and not your looks as well get in the way of your relationship. The only opinions that should matter in your relationship are yours and your partner's, no one else's. I want all of you who feel insecure to realize that it's not about what society tells you to be. It's what you want to be. And it's not about what society tells you who you should date or what gender you should date or any of that crap. And although people in the media are beautiful and people who are lesbian, gay, or bisexual aren't always represented, it's not the only kind of beauty or love that there is. And to those of you who don't understand this, beauty and love comes in all shapes and sizes and genders. It's not a set concept to say, and as they say, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. You may not find a certain person attractive, but others do. You might not find someone of the same gender attractive, but that's okay, but do not tell them that they're wrong and that they'll change, because even if they do, that's part of growing and understanding yourself better. And yeah, some people believe that they're bisexual, but really, they're going through a stage where they do misunderstand. But even though they do misunderstand themselves, that's still part of growing up. It's still part of exploring and understanding who you are. People might find what you think is unattractive attractive. That's just how it is. And you know what? That's okay. This is where respect comes in. Just because you see a couple walking down the street, online, in a mall, at Disneyland, hell, even your own high school or university, who don't look like they belong together, doesn't mean you should judge them or try to make them feel bad about themselves. Even if you don't like what you see, you're not part of their relationship. So why should it matter to you? Just move along with your day and everyone's happy. There's no need to be hurtful. So everyone, remember that love is love. There's no hidden agenda. As much as people like to find something wrong, pick you apart, just make you feel like you don't deserve love, they're wrong. You deserve respect. You deserve to be happy. And you deserve to be loved. No matter who you love, what they look like, what you look like. Male, female, thin, fat, red hair, blonde hair, brunette, black hair. It doesn't matter. Just be happy and love each other, and that's all that matters.